Hi, I'm Marissa. We are going to do a lower body stretch. We are going to have an emphasis on hips and hamstrings because I find that a lot of people have a little more tightness in those areas. So a lot of what we do today should feel really good for those. And if you continue to do them, it should help with loosening those up, letting them have a little bit more flexibility, and just overall helping your mobility. So we're going to get started. We're going to do bend and snaps is what I call them. It's a back of the leg, mainly hamstring stretch. You're going to stick a heel out. You're going to go all the way down, come up, lower, switch heels, come down, and up. Now I feel this a lot in my calves also. Like I said, it's the back of your leg stretch. So you should be able to be feeling this all the way down. I suggest doing about 10. You can always do more. You can do less. Whatever your body is asking for is good by me. We're going to do one more each. So this is the last one. Good. You're going to fold over. You're going to plant your hands as far as you can, and you're going to bend your legs and straighten them. Bend and straighten. We will be holding some poses, so in case you are not coming straight from a workout, we do want to do some active or dynamic stretching, which is basically just stretching while not holding anything. You're doing movement so that your muscles can warm up and are then ready to hold any stretches that we do later in this set. Very nice. If you are feeling cold, I would suggest pausing the video and doing some jumping jacks or step outs or something that will kind of get you nice and warm. Slowly come up, just so that you are able to get the full benefits from this stretching exercise set. All right, we're going to do side to side lunges. You're going to hold a couple seconds and switch. And switch. And switch. We are going to move into a holding pose after this one. We are going to go all the way down in our side lunge after we do 3 more each side. We have 1 more each side. Good. We're going to come all the way down. It is okay for your knee to go over. You're going to stretch. You should feel the stretch right here. And then you're going to take your inside arm and lift it up so that you're opening your chest. So it's getting good rotation along with nice inside stretch. Good. We are going to come up, switch sides, come down, and stretch. Open your chest. Good. All right. We're going to come up. We're going to do some hip circles. I'm sorry, let's actually come down for those. You can do standing hip circles, but we're going to come down on all fours, and we're going to do hip circles from tabletop. You're going to lift one foot up, circle your knee out, and back down. Lift up, circle, and down. Up, circle, and down. We'll do this 5 times in one direction and then switch directions. So you're going to reverse, up and down, knee up, foot and down. Good. Want to make sure that hip, if it's a little sticky, we're moving it in this way so that we can be like, hey, you should be moving in this way. I should be able to do this. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So you're gonna put foot up, knee circles, and back down. Foot up, knee circles, back down. Good, 3 more. And it is good to notice if you do have a sticky spot, or if one side is just a little less happy, happy with this movement than the other. For me, it's my left. My left is like, I can, but I don't really want to. Good, last one. All right, quick child's pose. You are going to come up to down dog. Just settle in here for a minute. You can pedal out your legs. Good. And then plant your feet. Make sure your hips are square. You are going to bring one foot forward, and then you're going to take same arm as the leg that is forward. You're going to touch your elbow to the ground. Open your chest up to the ceiling. Plant your hand. Bring your foot back. Push to down dog and switch sides. Bring your other foot forward. Take that same arm. Touch the ground with your elbow. Open your chest up. Plant your hand. Push back. We're going to do about 5 each side. So this is 2. And open. And plant. And back. This is called world's greatest stretch. And the first time I heard it, the person was like, that's not my name for it. It just happens to be called the world's greatest stretch. And she's like, and for good reason, because it feels good. It hits a lot, and it does feel good. You're kind of getting full body stretching. We're going to do 1 more each side. If you want to do more, be my guest. Pause this. Continue going. It really does feel so good. All right. Push back. Walk your feet up. And slowly roll up. All right. We are going to drop to our knees. You are going to bring 1 foot forward again. And I'm going to shift back. 1 foot forward. You're going to push your hips forward. So you don't necessarily have to be all the way leaned forward. Again, tucking your hips really helps get that hip flexor stretching. So we are going to start with a dynamic stretch, and then we're going to hold this position. We're going to start by rocking forward, and then you're going to rock back to a half split. So forward, and this will be a little bit more of a lean forward than what I was just saying. Lean forward and back. And forward and back. We'll do 2 more. Good. We're going to go back, and then we're going to hold it forward. You may need to adjust. I'm going to bring my foot back a little bit, shift my hips forward, and hold. Okay, you're going to stretch that foot out. Forward fold. I want you to try to keep your back straight. So if you're just right here, you're just right here. As you continue to be able to go down, maybe as you're holding it, you're feeling like you can go down a little bit more. I want you to still keep that back straight. And now you can begin to fold over. I really enjoy this one. This one, the little bit of flexibility I feel like I'm getting back post-pregnancy, I credit to this one. All right, good. We're gonna stay on this side. You're gonna keep this foot planted. Make sure it's firmly and safely at an angle that you are comfortable with. I'm going to switch directions. You stay where you're at, unless you can't see me. Okay, plant your foot. You're going to turn so that your hips are facing forward and your foot is out to the side. We are going to lunge into it, and then you're going to drop your hand down on the ground and do a side body stretch. You're going to come back into the lunge and fold sideways. We're going to do about 5 of these. We have 2 more. Push out, and last one. And good. We're going to switch sides. So going back to here, you're going to put one foot up. We're going to do our dynamic, find your balance. We're going to do our dynamic stretch first. You're going to go forward and rock back and forward and rock back. Good. Forward and back. Forward. We're going to do one more after this, and then we're going to get into our hip flexor a little more deeply. So you're going to come up, make sure that foot's where you want it, tuck your hips under and hold. I like this one because it also kind of, if I do it deeply enough, I can feel it down into my quad. And I always forget how tight your quads can get. They're hard to stretch. This is one that can do it a little bit. So if you're feeling it down into your quad, that's good. Your quads can sometimes really overcompensate if everything else is just too tight or a little weak. All right, you're gonna stick your heel out. You're gonna keep your back flat. Again, if you're here, that's good. Go as deep as you can with your back staying straight. Neck in line, don't duck it, don't look up. You're just straight at the edge of your mat. And then forward fold over. It feels intense, but it should feel good. All right, you're gonna come up, you're gonna keep that foot planted. You're gonna turn, you're gonna lunge into the side, plant your hand down, and reach. Here we go, we get 5. Lunge, and reach. Lunge, and reach. We have 2 more. And reach. All right, we're going to do, just like we're going to have our knee up. We're going to be in a high kneeling position. You're going to push your leg off of the ground. So push. This one is a little bit more of a strengthening, which helps. So mixing in a little bit of strength moves with the stretching allows for better mobility and flexibility. Good. 2 more. And 8. We're going to switch. Come over here. You're going to push and push. I was kind of letting mine fall down. Try to have a little bit of control. My hips were craving this one. Need a little bit of that strength. Try not to rock too much. I was kind of rocking a little bit on this side. My left is definitely the weaker. And last one. Good. All right, you're going to come down into child's pose and relax for just a second. Deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Do another one. And out. Okay, come to seated. We have just a couple more to do. We are going to put our knees up. We're going to let them fall side to side. Little windshield wipers with your legs. We're going to do about 10. And you are welcome to always pause or make note of these and do more if that feels better for your body. I'd say most of this is the minimum to do. So your body might crave well more than what we're doing here in this video. And I encourage you to take the time to do that. All right, we'll do one more each way. Okay, we're gonna stay with this 90 degrees. You're gonna plant them on the ground. So 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. And we're gonna do two things on this side and then we're all done. We're gonna do a strength and then we're gonna do a stretch. The strength, you're going to lift and lower for 5. Good, just 2 more. And we're gonna do the same with the back leg. So you can adjust your hands. You're gonna lift and lower. I find this one to be the trickier one. 4 and 5. Okay, staying in this. You're going to lean forward and stretch. So you should feel this on this leg. After that strength, I do feel it a little bit here. So if you're feeling it there, you're not wrong, but try to make sure that you're really feeling it more in your hamstring, inner hip area. Okay, now you're going to sit back and you should feel this in your quads and your hips. I feel it a lot in my hips because the strength one really did test my hip strength. I could stand to do that a little bit more. But you should feel it in your quads too. And you should be able to relax into it the longer you hold it. So that's why you want to hold it for usually at least 30 seconds because then you're able to relax your muscles into it and get the full benefit of the stretch. If you're only doing a few seconds of it, then your muscles might not even relax into it and you might not get the full stretch. All right. It feels so good. We're going to switch. You're going to do 90 degrees the other way. We're going to start with the strength, do the stretch, and then we're good to go. You are going to lift and lower, lift and lower. I think we technically did 6 on the other side, so we're going to do 6, but we only have 2 more. All right, shift forward a little. You lift and lower, lift and lower. We did only do 5 on this one. I might need to shake it out. Last one. Okay. Slap it if you need to. So you're okay, you're okay. Lean forward, stretch. Relax that hip. Keep leaning forward until you feel that stretch where you want it to. Good. We're going to sit up and sit back as far as you need to feel the stretch. Again, you should feel it about here, a little bit here. Very nice. It's just so peaceful. I feel so calm now. I hope you do too. We have a few more seconds. We're just gonna hold this and then I hope you're ready to be able to move through your day. I hope you feel confident and a little more comfortable, a little more functional, and just ready to take on all the things. Or, I don't know, maybe now you feel a little more relaxed and you'll be able to sleep better if you're doing this right before bed. That's all I have for you, and I hope to see you next time.